Hi guys, welcome to Tech Gist. My name is Musa and with me in the studio is the beautiful EJ.
Hello, how are you doing?
Exciting.
Oh, exciting, that's supposed to be me.
Whichever, we're still
okay.
Alright guys, so today's episode is one that really concerns all of us since we all use the internet every day.
Yeah.
And it's one that's going to be exciting and at the same time educating. Do stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break.
Welcome back, guys. It's still the Tech Gist, and today the topic concerns basically the internet and how you should be careful of it.
Yeah.
So we're talking about cybercrime. And as you know from the word cybercrime, it's crime on the internet.
Yeah,
having to commit crime and all of that on the internet. But basically, what's cybercrime? Cybercrime is the activity of a cyber criminal, like an internet criminal, that targets the use of computers and software systems or networked devices. Could be the website, could be your computers, just to take data, steal data from it. So that's what cybercrime is. And for everything, that it always starts with something. There's like a history to it, right? So, would you want to talk about how did cybercrime even start?
Definitely, I would want to talk about that. So, going back in time to the year 1970, when early computerized phones were becoming a target, tech-savvy people then known as freakers found a way around paying for long-distance calls through a series of codes. So maybe they wanted to speak to their loved ones or they just wanted to try something out. But 1970 was when the first hack was documented. And it didn't just end there. In the year 1990, when there was a project called Operation Sun Devil, FBI agents confiscated 42 computers and over 20,000 floppy disks that were used by criminals for illegal credit card and telephone services. So you can imagine 1970s. So these things have started right from time.
You don't do blood, sis. Like
I don't think crimes are something that you can just do away with.
Yeah, you can't.
For the fact that there are laws, for the fact that there are laws, there are always bound to be things or people that would want to break certain things. So it's inevitable. Yeah.
Anyway, so there are actually different types of cyber crimes, and the common one that we know is the one they extort money or the one that there's a virus. So anyways, it has a name. So that's malware attack. Malware, ransomware attack. And the malware attacks is like where your computer system or your network, could be your website or anything, is infected with a computer virus or other types of malware. So when they get into it, the cyber criminals take advantage of your data in it. Okay, when they take advantage of data, then something pops up and say you have to pay. They request for your money that if you want to receive your data, you have to pay a huge sum of amount. And the popular one, the one that actually happened was in 2017, the WannaCry ransomware attack. It was worldwide. Like it happened, everybody knew about it. It was in May 2017 by WannaCry ransomware crypto worms. It targeted people's computer running Microsoft Windows, and then when they hacked it, or when they took aware of their data and everything, they started asking for Bitcoin.
I think I had a similar
Bitcoin cryptocurrency. You did?
Yeah, that was in the year 2019. I had this computer where I downloaded a zip file from the internet.
Okay.
So after unzipping it, I was expecting to see the contents.
Even in a zip file.
But then my computer went black, and then a green screen came on, and then they asked me if I want to get control of my computer back, that I should pay the amount of, I think, $57 worth of Bitcoin to a certain Bitcoin wallet. Well, I had no option but to entirely format the whole laptop.
What?
So yeah, it's really crazy.
So yeah, that can really be crazy. Like I'm always, every day, I'm actually always scared that someone might take use of my data and want to blackmail me and say you have to pay this amount of money. It's crazy. So that's also a type of cyber crime, and it happened in 150 countries. The WannaCry ransomware attack, it happened in 150 countries with 23,000 computers. That's
That's a
crazy.
lot. That's
That's
a
a
lot of
lot. And they actually
computers.
collected
Yeah.
money, about $4 billion or so in financial
I
losses.
just think the whole crave for money and stuff.
I mean, I think it happened to one big crypto wallet also, that they lost so much money, and the wallet, the people were actually, the owner of the wallet
Yeah.
actually said they were going to pay
They
the.
didn't have a choice now because
I
data
mean,
was
that's
involved.
crazy.
All right, moving on, guys. We have another type of cybercrime called phishing. Now, phishing campaign is when spam emails or other form of communications are sent in bulk with the intention of tricking recipients into doing something that undermines their security or the security of the organization they work for. Now, common examples of this could be when you receive an email, maybe from the CEO or from the CTO of a company, telling you that you've won something. Like, I know there was a time I received
Yeah.
a mail from a
You
supposed
have
Mark
really,
Zuckerberg.
you have really been a victim of this cybercrime.
One just has to be careful. So, from a supposed Mark Zuckerberg telling me that I have won, I think, private access to something. I was now wondering, why would Mark Zuckerberg send me an email of all things? So there was a link attached to that email. So if I had clicked on that link, that would have compromised my computer and my data. So phishing is another one.
And that one is called spear phishing also, when a particular source.
The spear
that
phishing
you
is when
know.
it is directed to a particular person
Yes,
or a specific
and then there's
person.
also mass phishing, when they're directed to
a
so
lot of
many people.
people.
And there's also an example on that, the World Cup that happened in 2018.
Okay.
So there was a mail that was sent to people that, oh, you've gotten a ticket to
Moscow.
or something, and then most people clicked it. When they took their data, they had access to everybody's personal information and all of that, and it's sad, very sad. So you just have to be careful. Even on Instagram, they do that. They send you a link,
they do
and
that.
then they take control of your account. Me like this, I'm always running from anybody that sends me, please vote for me.
Exactly. All of those things are not
It's
even
not
really
me. Yes.
cool.
There's also another one.
The DDoS, distributed
DOS. That's
DOS.
denial of service. There is a type of cybercrime that attacks cyber criminals. They use it to bring down like a particular network, like a website. Yeah, you explain it to me in a very simple way. Yeah.
So I'll give an example of what happened to the UK Lotto.
Oh, okay.
So they were attacked with DDoS, distributed denial of service. So these criminals sent mass amount of traffic to their website, taking their website down, temporarily unavailable to the public. So it caused a lot of media jumble and problems because people could no longer access their website.
Yeah,
And it also cost them money.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it also cost them money because during that period when they were suffering that attack, a lot of people were trying to use their website. A lot of people were trying to place lotto bets, but it wasn't going through. It wasn't working. So the head of operation the next day came out to the press and told the press that what actually happened was they were suffering from a DDoS attack, a distributed denial of service. So sometimes this DDoS is done by criminals to divert the attention of these website owners to something so they can penetrate something entirely different from not even their website. They're not really interested in their website, just to get the attention out. If you're a big brand, like
a bet company in Nigeria.
If NairaBet were to go down today or Bet Nigeria, that they have a lot of people using their website every day. So that's going to be really crazy. It's going to also plummet their revenue for that particular day, and also it's going to cause a lot of media jungle. So the DDoS is another attack that's really, really crazy, and a lot of people do that. They still do up to now. So
there are different types of cybercrime like that. So now we should also go into the examples of the cybercrimes. We have the email and internet fraud, which is under the
phishing.
Yeah. And the identity fraud, where your personal information is stolen and still used. So that's why I think it's not just on the system. Even in normal life, people use it. They just take your ID card and then stand as you. So when they find your ID card somewhere, they're like, you're the one who committed this atrocity.
And then you're put into prison for something
you didn't do. So that's an example. Also, theft of financial or your card payment data. then cyber extortion, where they
Demanding
demand
money.
money to prevent a threatened attack.
And even talking about this threatened attack, it just reminds me of the movie called Tinder Swindler. You must have seen it.
Hey, my enemies are after me.
Oh, that was really crazy.
Man, it was crazy. Like, he was swindling people and still had the effort to still threaten them that, why did you report me? You know, I'm still going to,
I'm
you know,
going
I'm
to
still going to
get
get you and all of that. The lies,
Oh, that was
the
so
confidence, the...
Damn. Really? So that guy, Simon, you are on another level.
I'm telling you, people started comparing him to, you know, some of our Nigerian people that were doing it. And I was like, damn, it was crazy. There's also crypto jacking, you know, the one that I talked about, the crypto wallets jacking and everything, where hackers actually mine cryptocurrency using resources they do not own. Also, cyber espionage, where hackers access government or company data. Like 24 hours. I think it happened a lot in that movie, 24 Hours. And I don't know if it happened in Now You See Me movie. It was not like a government thing, but I think it was like more of a personal. Really. But that's also a type of movie that they do.
I think something similar even has still happened on Tinder Swindler because the company he was using, the LLD Diamond, I think he had access to that company.
Right? Like,
how did he even give you employment?
He was so sure. Like, and those people were not even aware that something
was happening to their website.
Identity, you know. So I mean, that's another thing. Using identity.
Really crazy.
Very crazy. So that's basically some of the examples of cyber crimes and how it can affect some people. And cyber crimes falls under two categories. They target people. The activity targets people, and also they use computers to commit other crimes. And you know, target computers often. When they access your phones or your laptops, your systems, everything, more of the computers. So how can you actually
protect yourself against cybercrime?
It's somewhere I'm sure everybody wants to know. Okay, how? I wouldn't say like we said earlier on that crimes can't totally be abolished.
Totally no.
It can't. Or it can be reduced and measures and we can be careful.
Just to help curb it at least.
So now I'm not even scared. What do I even have? What do you want to do in my account?
I think most of the protection should come from sensitization to people using the internet. They should know that these things happen, and when I see something like this, I should know that it's not just possible for it to work. Like phishing, I don't think you should not. Why would you even expect an email from the CEO of a big giant company telling a personal, even if the CEO wants to reach out to you, he wouldn't reach out to you directly. I'm sure he has a human resource manager, he has a chief operating officer and things like that, you know. So
we should just be careful anyways. So anyways, there are ways that you can definitely protect yourself. Take some measures. You can also keep your software and operating systems up to date. And I think I'm guilty of this. Whenever I see your iOS has this new version, I'm like, oh please, because I have to think about the data I need to consume and the space on my phone.
It's for your own sake because you're going to fix security bugs and.
But now you know that you have to update your software in every way you can.
Whenever the
update comes, yes.
So
also you can use software and keep it up to the antivirus software and keep it up to date.
The only thing about these antivirus softwares is not all of them are really dependable.
Dependable. I remember him telling me one time that your virus could be
could even be a virus for your laptop. Really, like it just makes sense.
But really, I think we should just find the one that's better. And you can use some of it in your system. Now you know how to use that. Also, we have...
you need to use strong passwords on all your social media sites, your activities online. Use good, solid passwords. Some people don't know how to create passwords. Like you see somebody who create password with their name, Cassandra, and then they'll put their phone number 0705227. I'm
guilty of that.
Password with alphanumeric symbols,
very strong
letters
password.
And caps locks, things like that.
The only strong password I think I have is for the one for my mail.
The thing is, even these passwords can still be compromised, but at least it will take them a while to do all of that.
They'll have to think about what password did she use, and then
try different.
So strong password also helps, and there are some websites or apps or softwares that require that you even use a strong. If they see that
The
this
password
password
is
is
not
weak,
strong,
they'll
yeah, they'll
tell you,
tell you.
use a strong password. Yes. So also the one we've been talking about, the mail. Do not open any attachments or mail that's in your spam mails that contains link or anything. Do not open it. Be sure of it before you actually do
You see,
open
the funny
it.
thing about these mail things, yeah, sometimes you open these mails, it seems as if nothing happens to your computer, but actually something is building up in your system. Some of them they are so quiet that they'll go into your computer and start messing it up, and then one day your system just goes to the village.
Sent to the village. So do not click the links there. Do not trust websites that way. You know, there are websites like that. Do not trust them. Be sure of what you're clicking, and do not give out personal information unless it is secure.
Even if it's for love. You know, I don't know why I keep making reference to Tilda's with that. She gave him her passport details.
Everything.
He literally knows everything about her, where her mom stays. He has her mom's phone number. Literally everything about her. So she had every reason to be scared. She had every reason to be afraid or bothered. So
guys, was love.
She
was just love. She was
I know
blinded.
Sometimes love can be blind.
I'm telling you.
Take it easy, guys.
Be really sure of what information you're giving out, even if it's not to someone that you love. On the website, they could request for that information. So be sure of what you're putting out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have we also have companies. Like there was a time I got an email for a job, and yeah, they sent me that. I had to be sure because there were numbers. I had to call. I had to Google it. That's why you have Google is your friend. I mean, I don't think there's anything that you want to find on the internet that you will not see.
How about police? Is police not your friend?
We're not talking about that.
We're talking about cybercrime.
Google is your friend. And if you want to do anything, just go on Google. So make sure you research more on companies that send you any email, that contact you. You know, make sure you call them and be, you know, like
just to make sure.
The Levive Diamonds. Now, if they are called to see you that, do you have a son that bears his name, blah blah blah, or something, they will know. So, you know, Google, call the companies to be sure that you receive the mail from them and all of that. Just find out about things.
Okay, guys, so these are just some of the ways to prevent yourself from cybercrime, but the most work is done by you. You have to be aware that these things exist, and you also have to put in the conscious effort to make sure, or to try to curb them at least from your own end and also people around you. All right.
Anyways, and that's a wrap. I believe we had fun.
Why can I have fun talking about crime? Like,
I mean, at least we're telling them about how to be careful of the crime on the internet and all of that. So, yes, anyways, thank you all so much for being with us. If you have anything that you'd like to share or any conversation you want us to talk about, you can leave it in the comment section so we can read it. And do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, that's it. And yeah, there are movies that you can actually watch, like the Tinder Swindler. He loves that.
Yeah, you guys should really check out Tinder Swindler.
His enemies are after him.
Guys, I need $50,000. And also catch me if you can.
A movie, yeah. Also, now you see me something related to you know, something like that. So that's it. That's the end. My name is EJ.
And I am Musamo.
Have a good day. Bye.